Just wait for them to... a few more to ready up there. Right, there's another week and another race here in League of Ireland 4 Tier 3. Today is a very special race. It is the season finale for Season 7. And we have two drivers, in an one in an Alpine by the names of Mags and one in an Aston Martin by the name of Joe Mack. So there are only 3 points between them, so it's all to play for today. As usual, my name is Josh 6000 and today in the commentary box I have Colin B. How are we?
Hi Josh, how's it going? Should be exciting to see these two drivers going at it as they have done all season long, and sure we have to have an Alpine v Aston Martin in the commentary box as well,
of course we do. There'll be no bias though today, don't call them
Oh, absolutely none. No doubt about that, absolutely none. No, all I have to say before we start is the very best of luck to both of these guys. Indeed. They've been brilliant all season, and let's hope we see a good one this evening.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be the two of them fighting at the top, 1 and 2. Gaps behind them as well, just scrapping it out for the last few laps. But
there won't be, and just to let anyone know, the race director of LOI Time Splitter, just make sure the safety car doesn't come out and lap cars, that the right lap cars actually can unlap themselves, please, if you don't mind, alright?
You might get the sack then if that happens, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah. Someone will get the sack then, yeah. The roads of the animals could be really free then. Anyway.
First man out on track, we have Shamrock, who actually saw one of his overtakes on TikTok. A very nice one.
He also said he was going to the wheel for this race, but then changed his mind at the last minute and went back to the pad.
Yeah, it looks like he's on the pad here, yeah. So we'll see if there's any nice moves from Shamrock. No FaZe McBot, unfortunately. He has a race ban. No dive bombs from him tonight, but sure. Look, we'll be looking at Mags and Joe Mack for pretty much the entire race. So
absolutely, we will indeed. Nice. How are we, lads? Tommy, Owen, Johnny says keep Kachiga away. Oh, yeah. We should have done. We actually should have put him in the commentary box. He'd be safer in here. To be honest with you, mate. So that's what we should have done. If we'd actually thought about that, really, Josh, we should have thought about that, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Third commentator. Yeah, we should have.
Anyway,
bulletproof windows we need.
Gary forward up to see Lahern here. My God, I'm never going to forget that story. Did you ever hear that? No.
No, I haven't.
In Tier 4. Oh man, honestly, it was Paddy and Farrell and Sully in the commentary box, and he forgot to release the pit limiter at the start of qualies. He just crawling through the tunnel on the pit lane exit. It was absolutely brilliant.
Oh jeez. Right.
Here comes Shamrock, who's invalidated his outlap, which is not. It's the lap you want to invalidate if you are going to invalidate one. And here we go.
Here we go. Shamrock starting us off in Abu Dhabi, taking turn 1. He's slowing it down a little bit. He doesn't want to invalidate or anything here. He wants to keep it on the track, keep it validated, nice banker. And you don't want to touch that curb at all there. As I say it, he's round.
That is a curb that'll catch a lot of people this week, no doubt.
Yeah, that is a killer, that curb there. So who is next anyway?
Championship contender, Joe Mack. Shamrock needs to get out of the way.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Oh, that is a close one.
Oh my God.
Whoa. That is dangerous what he did. He took the new circuit actually.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi.
He's in the future.
Absolutely, he's looking at the new game already, isn't he? Otherwise, Shamrock. Anyway. Aston Martin Joe. You don't want to stay down the right hand side here because the straight cuts in. Turn 8. He's broken on the curve. You don't really want to do that, as I found out myself a couple of seasons ago. I'll be reminded of that this week, no doubt. You want to stay on the left hand side here. It's just the shortest route down the support pit straight down to turn 11. Breaking a straight line. Down to 3rd gear. He goes down to 2nd gear, but that's okay. Cautious, doesn't take any curbs, just trying to get this banker lap in. You can attack the curbs later. Loses the rear out of 14 slightly. 15 flat, 16 flat, and you want to go on the brakes just after the exit of 16 for 17. 18 ends a 90-degree left-hander, as is 19. All third gear corners. Runs a little bit wide, a little bit of understeer through 19. Now brake just at the 50-metre board for 20 and 21 then. Final corner. Takes it well. Now stay down the left side here, which is the shortest front of the line, which Joe does, and he does a 1:36.0.
I have no idea about lap times here, but 1:49 doesn't seem too great, but
that's good for intermediates, mate.
A 1:36 flat. That's the time to beat for now. So we have a lot of people on laps.
Championship contender. Oh, he's invalidated on the medium tyres. Maglocked.
Alright, so Mags then going into the pits.
First blood goes to Aston Martin.
And here's his teammate here, Roswell, going around the final corner. He keeps it validated. What will he get? Will he get anywhere close to Joe and try and help his teammate here? He gets close to him, 7/10 on the mediums.
That's okay. That's okay.
Not too bad. We also have Decky Fergan on a lap. We have A-Wheel. We have a few people on laps.
Wheeling on the mediums behind.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get
Cavs on the mediums as well.
Ooh, Adam Whelan not happy with
Adam
that.
Whelan's abandoned that one, so we'll go with Decky Ferg.
Has beaten Roswell by 3/10 there on the mediums. So a good lap here as well.
To be honest with you, this track is all about at the very end, because track evolution around here is very, very high. So let's go with Smoking Aces. Smoking Wheelos just on an out lap. A man who should be in the commentary box, but is reserving for the Aston Martin team. Doing us proud, Wheelo.
So Smoking Aces on the softs, looking like a good lap so far. Here we go. Oh, he goes off the track a little bit.
No,
keeps it validated, and 36.4. Not a great one.
37.4 is not going to do the trick, Gary. Just to let you know, mate.
We have Wheelo on his lap. We have Jono on a lap as well, and we have Blue Gunner. Blue Gunner's going to be the next person to cross the line. He's on the mediums, coming into the last sector now. So see, we have a yellow flag. I think that's someone getting out of the way. It's a very tricky braking zone, that one there, that right-hander. He gets it right. Oh, he's a bit slow around here, the mediums. He hasn't gotten a lot of practice on the mediums, as it seems. Missing a few braking points. Here we go, Blue Gunner, last couple corners for him in the Mercedes. What kind of a position can he get for a banker here? Good last corner. And he P7 on the mediums.
And Jono's abandoned it, he's invalidated, so he's abandoned his lap here.
Right, so we have Wheelo. Is Wheelo next man to cross the line here for a lap? Well, he's midway through it. Keeping it nice and steady is Wheelo. Trying to make his team proud, Aston Martin. Reserving from Tier 4.
Absolutely reserving for Bunty. And he's in for the Constructors, of course, because the Constructors for this tier, there's only 3 points in it between Alpine and Aston Martin. Another reason why myself and Josh are in the see.
The gloves are off for tonight.
Oh, absolutely. But no bias, though, lads. No bias.
Absolutely no bias. If there's anybody who wants to hit an Aston Martin out of
Here comes Wheelo, 38.4. He's not going to do it, is it, unfortunately?
He's not going to cut it in Tier 3 now.
Blue Gunner's going again. He's 2/10 down. Shamrock's on another lap. He hasn't spun this time.
Curbs. Shamrock, yeah, he hasn't gotten on that depth curve.
He's invalidated again. He's pitting this time.
Oh, we got a 36.8. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So we're just seeing a few bankers here. We're not seeing anything too crazy. I wonder where Mags is on an out lap now. The championship contender.
Mayo's just starting a lap here now. Mayo man, let's go with him in the Williams. What a camera shot I got there, by the way. Woohoo. I got a camera shot of the apex of turn 1. I have to say it was a belter.
So Mayo man,
17.3, not bad. So just a tenth quicker than his own personal best. Oh, he runs very wide and he has a bit of a half spin on the curb.
He's gonna back out of that lap there. He seemed to go in, take the corner very wide, and it wasn't working for him. So we have A Whelan now, Adam Whelan, another Adam Whelan, 2 Adam Whelans.
2 Adam Whelans, nice. It's not one was bad enough.
The Ferrari one is after taking a bit of a wide.
He's going to get a bit of a slipstream from his teammate.
Oh, is this
This
intentional here? I wonder.
There's a
Here we
Ferrari toe, you see.
And it's got a gain of a few hundreds anyway.
It was a bit of a toe, yeah. At least it didn't do a straight around a time splitter the other year in Baku. That was fairly funny, I have to say, from my point of view. Oh, he's invalidated though.
A little bit early on the throttle there, I saw, and he's after slipping off the track limits.
And there's Kachiga, hasn't crashed into anybody yet, so it's a 36.9.
Right, so I'm going to ride on board with Mags' lap here. Of course, going for the championship today, as well as Joe Mack. So the time to beat so far is a 36 flat.
I'll go with Joe. He's in sector 2 at the moment on a lap.
Oh, yeah.
He's up on his lap time by 600ths.
We'll follow Joe then. So going down this straight, DRS on. His battery burning. How much? He's going to have to brake heavy here. Heavy braking zone and get as close to that curb as he can. It takes a very nice.
down to first gear. Interesting.
A lot of short shifting as well. Yeah, he's just getting that extra rotation as it seems.
Cars getting out of the way, that's all that is.
Joe
is 2/10 up purple in the middle sector.
Looking like a superb lap here from Joe. Jumps over that little curb a little bit, but he's okay.
He's more aggressive on the curves in this lap, you can see it. He wasn't as aggressive on the first one.
It's do or die now here for Joe.
He's a lot more aggressive this time.
Takes that quite nicely, gets on the curve just a little bit more than you'd like.
He had a little bit of understeer here last time. Has he fixed it this time? He has.
Yeah.
So this should be a big improvement. I would expect around 4 or 5 tenths. Oh, he's gone a little bit deep into 20.
Yeah,
just as I said it.
Lose a little bit of time there, but not too much. Joe Mack crossing the line. What can he get? A 35.46 tenths.
Wow.
What can Maglox do?
What can he do about it?
What can he do to react to this here? Kachika better get out of his way. Mags coming across the last corner here. Can he? Whoa, he's nearly lost the car a little bit, losing a good bit of time at 35.4. That is unbelievably close after a nearly spin there.
And Maglox has time in that. He has
a lot of time.
Has a lot of time in that.
They both have time.
He made a mistake in.
I think Max is going for it again, maybe.
Corner.
Doesn't have enough ERS for it though.
I wouldn't have thought he would do. I think he should come back in and go out again right at the very end if I were him.
Definitely going to be a fight between Joe Mack and Mags there. They're very, very close on their
laps. Wouldn't we?
But the gap between first place and fifth place is very close. Only a tenth and a bit in it between Joe Mack and Decky Ferd.
John P10, Susie Pitts. Oh no, Mags is going again. He's 400s up, down on his first sector time. And what is it this time? He's a second down. So I don't. He has time in the lap. I don't think it's a second.
And there goes Roswell, a little bit closer to his teammate this time. It's 35.6.
Oh, he'll get out of the way. Whoa, he just about gets out of the way for Cav. That was close.
We have Cav, who I believe won last week.
He did indeed. He didn't run out of fuel this time.
No. A man who's definitely improved throughout the season.
And look at Roswell's time. Sorry to jump over, Josh. He's 35.6, so he's right there with his teammate, which is important.
He is. He'll be there to support him.
And Shamrock's had another spin at turn 3.
So we have Cav. Ooh, gets a little bit deep there for the chicane. It's going to lose him a good bit of time. I wouldn't say he's up
the wall there. I just heard a car hit the wall. It is Decky Ferd hit the wall just at the pit lane entry, I think. Oh no, he probably spun it at the sausage curb. He's in the pits now, but I just caught that. And Cav's backed off, I think he's 5 tenths down.
Yes.
Roswell has backed off. Conor Gannon, I think, is on the lap. No, he's not, he's in the pits.
We have Smoke and Aces here on the lap. He's in the second sector, or third sector should I say, in the final sector, just behind Roswell. Hopefully Roswell gets out of his way here. Smoke and Aces, it isn't looking like a bad lap at all from Smokin. Can he grab pole? Anybody can grab pole at this point. Here we go, Smoke and Aces coming around. Last few corners, Roswell still up.
He's gone very well, and he's hit the wall and he's invalidated. So that's him coming straight in the pit with front wing damage, unfortunately.
I wonder now, Wheelo, would that be in dirty air? Or is it that severe?
I don't think it's that severe, I just think he got a bit of understeer at 19. Let's go with Wheelo.
We've Mayo Man a bit further up the road. We actually have Shamrock. Oh, he's nearly invalidated us. No, he's on an in-lap. Yeah, so we have Mayo Man coming down the longest straight on the track. There'll be a lot of overtaking into this chicane in the race for sure, and he gets on that entrance curve a little bit, bouncing the car.
You'd be surprised actually, because there'll be some people that stay behind on this straight, because there's there's two detection points here. So if the car behind at the end of this straight will get DRS down the next one. There's Weedo, I'm at Weedo here, and he goes in a bit too deep, unfortunately.
Either way, we'll be getting a lot of overtaking tonight. It won't be a snooze fest.
Oh, it won't be.
A good race, and we have Mayo Man not looking like a bad lap for Mayo Man. Wonder if he can get up to the top, maybe top 6, top 7 for Mayo Man. Good points for him. I think there's only 10 points between him and Kichiga. I know they're best of mates.
Yeah, absolutely, aren't they?
So there's oh god, Mayo Man, a little bit of understeer there. Moving the steering wheel a little bit more than he should be. I think he needs to look up a few YouTube videos, maybe. Yeah, he's P10 for Mayo Man. He needs to turn the steering wheel a little bit less.
And look who he's right behind. Look who he's right behind. His best mate.
Yeah.
As we just said, here comes Weedo. Can he improve? He does by 3 tenths.
He does improve. A 38-1 for LY Wheelo.
We only have 3 minutes left. Sutty's on a lap in the Red Bull in the middle sector. The reserve from Tier 4, who has no penalty points this season, so that's how he got the call up this evening. It's a reserve.
It's rare. It's rare to have someone without penalty points.
I know, absolutely. But
especially someone who's quick. It's always the quickest ones that are the most controversial ones.
I know.
Right, we have him. Sudi Baby, very good turn there.
It's got it around the curve there.
A little bit wide.
I think it was alright though. Oh, yep, it's alright.
Not bad.
2 corners to go. Just cautious. Send it over that. You can really send it over that curve if you really want to. Oh, we've got a massive traffic jam. Look at that. The end of the pit lane in. 36.
And he goes P5, Sudi Baby. Jeez.
Lap time there.
Great lap from Sooty Baby. Not a bad one at all. Right behind his teammate, doing KFMO proud. So he is.
Yes. Connor's gone very wide on the hairpin. That's going to slow him down an awful lot. Remember, Glenn Mack got a quali ban actually. Make sure to say that at the very start.
Oh yeah.
Glenn Mack has a quali ban.
So we have Decky Ferg. I think Decky Ferg's birthday is tomorrow, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So happy birthday to him. And hopefully if he can get a podium tonight, it'll be a good birthday present for tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
For himself. So he's come down to this the first DRS straight. How well will he take this chicane here? Will he get as close to the curb? No, he takes goes very deep into the second corner there. He'll lose a good bit of time there, but he's onto the DRS now, going down the second DRS straight.
This is it then.
And how much is he up on his time?
Okay.
And he is... he's down this time, 4 tenths, right? Nothing's going to happen there. Right, so Mags is on a lap.
He's just started. I'm just with him here. He took turn 1 very well.
Yeah, bring us through this lap here, Colin. Let's see how he does.
He's half a tenth down. He just went a little bit wide there to turn 6, but should be okay. Short shift into third, get on the power as early as you can. Now down this straight, you don't want to go completely to the outside because it cuts in about 3/4 of the way down. You'll see it coming up just about now under the Pirelli 0 sign. Fourth gear, that's interesting. Through that corner, it's off-shifted on the exit of the first part of it, which is interesting. And Roswell
provisional pole.
35-1.
35-1 for Roswell. This will be amazing.
Maglox isn't improving. He's a 10th down. He's a 10th down. Now he did lose a bit of time in the last sector last time.
He did. It's going to come down to the last few seconds of qualifying as Joe is on a lap as well. So we'll see what Mags can do here if he can improve.
It'll be Shamrock first, I believe, but we'll go with Maglox. He could really do with getting in front of. Joe. Can he do it?
Takes it better than the last time. Going across the line. He is only second place.
His teammates ahead, but Joe's gone
Joe
wide.
off the track a little bit, but he keeps it validated though. He's still going round.
He's 10th down. He's struggling here, I think.
Heavy brake is on. I think it was a little bit late there. Can he gain time in the last few sections? I think he got a bit of an understeer here last time. He takes it good. He takes it very well. Can he gain 1.5 tenths to get ahead of his championship rival here? He cannot. He is going to stay in 3rd place. So we have an Alpine 1-2. Will Roswald play the team game, or will he try and go for a race victory? We'll only find out in the race, as we have Blue Gunner. I think he's still in the
Gary's coming, and Gary's over a second and a half up. And he goes in between them.
Whoa, that could be vital for the championship.
That's massive for Maglox. Blue Gunner pits, Smoking Aces and Decky have been validated. So that is that. So it's an Alpine front row lockout, but the wrong way around for the championship, really, isn't it?
That's it, yeah. That's surprising there. I wasn't expecting Roswald to come up for pole.
I wasn't expecting that either.
Very, very well done from Roswald. He's been driving well.
He has, absolutely.
Yes, but of course Mag's teammate, he's definitely tier 2 pace for sure. But let's see if he'll take this championship, or if Joe can say no to him, because anything can happen in the race, especially on this track. Any curbs you hit wrong, anything that happens, you can end up losing the car. There's a lot of overtaking zones as well, so be a lot of action for sure.
I got an old comment on Big Slater there for my comment from Slipstream a while ago. Anyway, so we have got an Alpine front row lockout. Roswald in P1 with Maglox in 2nd, Gary in 3rd with Joe Mack championship leader in 4th, Calvert 5th, Sooty Baby is 6th, Blue Gunner 7th, Shamrock 8th, Smoking Ace is 9th, with Decky Ferg in P10, Kachiga in P11, Mayo in 12th, John 13th, Wheelo reserving in 14th, Conor Gannon in 15th, and you've Adam Whelan, who invalidated every lap, so that was good for him, and Glenn Mack had a quality run, so that is that for the grid.
Might I say, Sooty Baby, very good lap from him, in 6th place from tier 4 as well, so it's definitely a good showing for him.
The team, the Constructors' Championship in tier 3 is a 3-point gap. Aston Martin have the lead, I think
Aston Martin have the lead, so between the drivers and the constructors, both 3 points.
Absolutely.
So it's extremely close. Anything can go any way here.
Absolutely.
So here we have.
Should be very, very interesting.
Will be interesting for sure. So everybody, get your predictions into the chat. A very important race for sure. So nobody be jinxing the wrong drivers.
Farrell, just make sure there's no safety cars at the very end or any controversy, please. I know you're in the chat there, alright? You're the race director here, like, so you gotta sort that out, like, you know.
Whoever's in the Williams, don't be crashing Mayo Man.
Oh yeah, very controversial.
No Latifis. Kachiga to go long and quote unquote miss his breaking point and hit one of the two Joe and Joe and to win the championship. Alright. That's from Johnny.
I'm going to predict Kachiga driver of the day because he loves to pick up those the driver of the days after every single race. It tends to be Kachiga, doesn't it?
And we have Ryan Curran saying Mags and Joe both bin it. That would be very anticlimactic, and that would be my day ruined.
Well, if that's the yeah, and remember, if they are level on points, then Maglox will win on countback. So that's also something to be aware of here now.
Yeah.
Interesting tyre selections then at the back.
Let's have a look at the tyres, yeah. Right, so
the two Ferraris, split strategies. Adam Whelan jumps to start. Good man, Adam. Don't want to do that in the. Oh, we have a bit of a red bar for Conor Gannon, but we'll have a look at it. Just keep an eye on that.
Tyre choices, yeah, interesting one there. So Kachiga in P11, the mighty P11 decides to go for the softs, and we have Mayoman behind him on the mediums with Jono. Behind him also on the mediums. Wheelo opts for the softs with Conor Gannon going for the mediums. We have A-Wheel and softs and Glenn Mack on the mediums starting from the back. So yeah, this will be an interesting start for sure. See if Mars can get ahead of his teammate and get a few cars in between him and Joe and try and get a good gap.
Yeah,
for no safety cars.
It's very, very important for Joe early to be able to overtake Gary.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
his point of view, because what he doesn't want to do is let the two Alpines tow each other away from him.
Yeah, that's for
The
sure.
last thing he wants to do. This is the second time actually Joe's been in a Tier 3 decider. And the first one, unfortunately for him, he came up a little short against Konzo. I was on commentary for that one.
This will be
And this one, Blue Gunner goes off the track.
this will definitely be a race to remember for sure. Tier 3 championship down to the last race. So we'll be on the edge of our seats the whole way around.
Yeah. Time's better sake, he's going to make sure he'll wait till the Aston pits and then let all the cars unlap themselves. That's Farrell for you. He's an Aston as well, you see, so that's the no bias there at all either.
No. Of course not. Mayo Man podium, says Sully. Mayo Man vibes his way to the podium. Sure.
I know. Connor's net. We'll have a look at it, Dan. I'll keep an eye on it, mate.
Right. The cars are lining up on the grid.
He's lagging a small bit, alright, lads, but hopefully
They'll definitely be having
an
some shaky hands going up onto the grid for Joe and Mags for sure. It's all to play for here for the championship. 3 points between the drivers, 3 points between the constructors. It's all to play for here as we have the AlphaTauri lining up on the grid and we are ready to go. The lights are going to be going out soon. We have a little bit of a connection issue. The lights are going. We have 3, 4, 5 for Abu Dhabi. Here we go. And the lights are blank. The cars are moving. We are a go in Abu Dhabi. A good start from Roswald, but a better one from Mags. Here we go. Mags through the inside of Roswald. Roswald trying to keep that P2 though, but Joe Mack just staying behind him. We have Cav up in the P4. We have someone spinning behind. That's Sooty Baby. And we have Irish Gary also getting past Cav just about up into P4. So Joe has made his way up into P3 just behind one of the Alpines. We have someone going through the inside there. Blue Gunner has lost the car. He is all the way around. Just trying to get past Cav there. And we also have Smoke and Aces. Oh no, we have Shamrock going around the outside of Cav. Another nice move from him. So, an interesting start there. Joe Mack has made his way up into P3 just behind the Alpines.
We've got 3 wide on the back. We've sorry to just jump over. 3 wide on the back.
Okay.
Straight Decky Ferg, Smoking Aces and Cav all going down. Oh, this is going to end too well. Cav gets out of it, to be fair.
Oh,
Decky
the McLaren trying to keep it. Oh, he's trying to hang it around the outside. He gets better. Oh, the Mercedes gets better traction than him though. It'll be a drag race down here, but Smoking Aces seems to have the better straight line speed and he stays in P6. We have Connor Gannon. We have Kachiga going slow here. Connor Gannon could go through the inside of Kachiga. And he's also going. Oh, he's also hitting to Jono there. And he's spun round. So that is Connor round.
Oh, he reset the track.
Oh,
he reset the track. I just spotted that. Someone request that, please.
So we have,
we have a car and
fair play, Wheelo. Fair play, Wheelo. Round of applause for him there. Well done. Whoa, who do we have here for a little battle here? Whoa, Glenn Mack's nearly round there. He's kept the car just about, but Kachiga's trying to go around the outside of him here. And he's managed to get up into P10 to that points position. Kachiga wants to stay there. Mags gets the fastest lap. Kachiga will try and close the gap as much as he can here.
And what's key here is Joe is 1.1 seconds behind. They've got out of the two Alpines have got out of the DRS zone.
They're playing it smart here. They're not.
This is exactly as they would have wanted it to have gone.
And Mags will want to try and keep. Oh, we have a spinner there. We have a wheeling has spun round.
And he's no front wing. He has no front wing, so that he's going to mess up his strategy really. As we have Cav and Kachiga on the apex.
Yeah. Kachiga trying to hold his position here. Kachiga going to stay in P10 here. As we have 2 cars very close behind here. We have we have Kachiga coming back at Cav here. He's going to be using the ERS. I have it all disabled. He's using his ERS, so is Cav. They're both using it. Will Kachiga go for it down the inside on Cav here? A very heavy braking zone, but he's going to have to. Cav is leaving them the space. Kachiga's then lost the car there. And Glenn Mack gets a lot of curb, and he's going to let Blue Gunner by him here. Blue Gunner has better traction than Glenn Mack there. Kachiga is going to stay behind Cav in P10. Cav going to try and close that gap as much as he can to Jono on those softs. So Joe Mack just about in that 1 second range of Roswald.
He has to stay there. He really does, because it's the only way this strategy is going to work for him.
Mags has it lucky here. He has a teammate to back him up. Joe is on his own. He's a lone wolf out there. He has Wheelo.
He's lost time there in sector 3.
Yeah, so what they want to do now, Roswell will want to burn his ERS, try and keep him out of the DRS. Yeah, he is burning his ERS, very well done.
They're both going to burn it here.
Yeah, they're both going to be burning it down the straight. They both have.
Should burn it. And we have a car around.
Oh, we have retired.
Wheelo's gone.
Oh, Wheelo has retired.
Gone.
Is that going to be a safety car? It's a virtual safety car.
But that doesn't do an awful lot, though.
No, it won't do
Where
it.
has he been now? Oh, he's been right on the pit lane entry.
So he's hit the pit. What?
So he's blocked the pit lane again. My God, Wheelo. No, what's happened there is
on the hearts.
What's happened there is he's hit the sausage curb on the outside of turn 20. That's what's happened there. What Roswell doesn't want to do is back up too much and give Joe the DRS. That's what Artie wants to do.
Yeah, Roswell. Mags will want to keep Roswell in his DRS because Roswell won't go for a silly move on him.
And they'll both want to just pull away together. That's basically what they'll want to do here. I think Mags is marginally quicker as we have an issue with Kachiga and Blue Gunner. What happened there? Blue Gunner's on the fuel of the car, which is interesting. Oh, we're underway again.
We're back racing again.
And look what Roswell did. He let him back in the DRS zone.
That's not good for Roswell or Mags at all.
Now the only thing is Mags did get 1.5 seconds up the road, so...
I wonder now, will Mags try and just bridge a gap and just leave Roswell to hold him up for a little bit?
And Blue Gunner cuts the corner. But Glenn Max
going through the inside of Blue Gunner. A lot of contact there. He hits the curb. Nothing he could do much there. And Mayo Man is up in the P11.
Mayo is true, so thanks very much. Oh, whoa, Blue Gunner nearly runs into the back of Mayo Man there. That would have been an airplane crash if they met in the middle. Right,
so we have Mags 2 seconds ahead of Roswell. So Roswell will be defending for his life. Now,
look who's also joined the battle. Irish Gary.
Yes, Irish Gary. Conor Gannon gets himself a penalty. So it'll be interesting for sure. The DRS being enabled. Will Joe be able to get past Roswell on this lap? Because it looks like he's a little bit quicker than him. Roswell will be on it. We have a yellow flag though. Who was that round? And it's broken his front wing. That's so unfortunate. We've Mayo Man who's retired. And he's crashed. Is that a safety car? That is a safety car. So everybody's going to be bunching back up. That's not good news for Mags at all. Good news for Roswell, though he gets to catch back up to his teammate.
It's good news for Joe more than anything. I think Roswell was happy there, to be honest with you. It's good news for Joe. Because Joe now is able to... Oh, and Blue Gunner gets it, drives through.
I don't know how he's managed that.
Speeding under the safety car. Well, that's the end of...
No, that's that for him. No, well, this will allow A Wheeler to catch back up and Connor.
There's the Aston Martin safety car, or as I would call it, LOA Wheelo. He said the Aston Martin, so we have... They better not make a mess of this. The race directors better not make a mess of this safety car now, you know.
Yeah, no dodgy business here now, hopefully.
Yeah. Michael Massey's in there in the office there, the White Saints, but you know yourself, like... Sorry, Farrell, I have to keep bringing it up.
Sorry there.
What will they do now? Maglox is going to the last corner. What's he going to do?
Doubt anybody will pit here.
He stays out.
Risky. Yeah. I'd say
Roswell stays out. Joe's going to do the opposite. Joe pits.
Joe's going into the pits. How long did the soft here last year, Colin?
Mediums. What Joe's going to do here is he's going to go medium to the soft. That's what he's going to do here.
Okay.
So Joe now is going to go onto the medium compound tyre here, which he does.
Jono's going to move up into third. So,
but now what that does is it commits Maglox and Roswell to a one-stop strategy. That's what this does. So Joe now is going to be P6. Oh, he nearly oversteered into the pit wall, I think. Did he not? He nearly oversteered
I think
into the pit lane entry. That was very, very close there. And Kachiga pit. So look, you can see everyone pitting for the mediums. Cavs even coming in.
Yeah, so we have Joe Max after dropping down into 6th place now.
Can the mediums do 25 laps? It's very tight. It's tight. Yeah, but Joe had to do something. He had to do something different there to the two leaders. He had to do something different. I'm actually surprised a little bit that Roswell, they didn't split strategy on the Alpine to cover Joe either way there, because they're both committed. So I'm just a little bit surprised they won't.
So Colin, can we get some statistics? How long will these softs last for Mags and Roswald? How long can they stretch them out for?
They should be able to go to lap 10, which is what they ideally would have liked to have gone to in the first place.
Okay.
So about lap 9 or 10 is what you kind of would like to get them to, because it is a pretty straightforward one stopper. But what can happen is sometimes it depends on driving style. But for me personally, I find a head on the right front, but a lot of drivers I know find a head on the rear tyres, and of course there's lots of traction zones around here. So it depends on how you manage your rear tyres, really, I think, is what is going to be the big factor for Maglox and Roswald and Joe now. Because the pit lane last time here is about 20 seconds.
20 seconds, yeah, okay. Right, so it'll definitely be very interesting to see if,
like, the big story from here. Yeah, Joe now is more flexible strategically because he can run these longer, and if there's a safety car late, he can easily box for a new set of softs. Is Blue Gunner coming in? He is.
Oh,
so that's one less car for Joe to overtake.
I think he's trying to serve a drive-through penalty. I don't think you can under safety car, can you?
No, you cannot.
I think that's what he's trying to do. Maybe.
I think he's making a pit stop here, actually. Blue Gunner. He's on the mediums, yes, so he's making a pit stop. So what he's going to do is basically his drive-through is going to be his pit stop. Realistically, what's going to happen here? He's going to serve his drive-through and then run them all the way to the end, unless there's another safety car. That's going to be his strategy from here.
Right. So we only have 3 people on the softs. So we have Connor, Roswald and Mags on the softs, and everybody else on fresh mediums or 5-lap-old mediums, as Glenn Mack and Jono have. So whose favour will this play into here? Did Mags and Roswald make the better decision, or did Joe make the better decision pitting? Depending on safety cars, I think Joe might have made a better play.
We'll see. A big thing for Joe is he'll have to clear Glenn Mack quickly. I don't think clearing Jono will be the biggest problem to him, because I think Jono knows there's a championship battle. He also does the standings, so he would know what Joe is going through. I think clearing Glenn for Joe is what's going to be the big one here, and how far up the road will the 2 Alpines be at the time he clears them is going to be what's key here, because I think the medium's actually a better race tyre.
Definitely be interesting now to see how many safety cars come out. The safety car seems like it's been out forever. Let's see how many safety cars come out and how long Joe Mack can make those tyres last, because the last few laps they will be dying.
Some interesting thing here. Just looking at the dashboard of Maglox here, and I think he's got 24.8 laps of fuel on board as Conor Gannon has left the session. Oh dear, I'll fight him back.
Right, so safety car is in this lap. We're going to get racing this lap, lap 7. It's going to be when we're going full speed again. Mags is going to try and get the best start possible and let Roswald once again try and get a good start as well. Pull a gap between himself and Jono and hope for the best, that they hold him up as much as he can. And Joe Mack is going to be hoping for the opposite, of course, hoping to clear them as fast as he can and catch up to Roswald and Mags.
What you don't want to do here, as soon as 2 Alpines don't run into each other. The first rule of thumb here: don't run into each other for your own sake. I don't think they will. Be surprised, obviously.
Yeah, they seem to be playing the team game.
And he's gone with them.
We're back racing. Oh, he's gotten a little bit squirrely there. So is Roswald.
Glenn's gone. Glenn is gone.
Oh, Glenn has lost the car. That's him out. So Joe Mack has to overtake one less car now. We have a yellow flag. Yeah, that was Glenn Mack spinning. Yeah, of course.
He's broken his front wing.
Oh, we have Jono going very wide there. Will that let Joe Mack catch up a little bit more?
No, Joe's a bit behind.
So Roswald is struggling a little bit there, as it seems. Jono was catching up to him a good bit. Wonder if those tyres are starting to die out in the top 2.
Joe's got fresher tyres here, remember that. If he can clear Jono quickly, as in now, as in the next, just down one of these 2 straights.
There he goes, can he get it done now? He's a little bit far back, I think.
Jono's burning it, so he's trying to overtake Roswald himself.
Yeah.
Suppose they're on the same strategy now. Jono's now racing Roswald, if you think of it, because they both have one stop to make.
Yeah, they are. Oh, Jono gets over the curbs a lot there. That's going to lose him a good bit of time. Good chunk of time it is. And Joe Mack has caught up just that little bit more. And the gap now is open.
Gary's right behind Joe here. Is he going to send it?
And Shamrock's right behind Gary. If Gary doesn't do it on Joe, Shamrock will do it on Gary. Will he go for it? No, he's going
No.
to stay behind him.
And Shamrock stays there as well.
And they're both very close. P4, 5 and 6 are all super close to each other.
I think Gary just had that. Gary just didn't want to get involved. Knowing Gary now, he doesn't want to get involved in the battle. Look
Yeah.
at the two lads getting up the road now.
That'll be war. So a gap now is opened up.
Road. Yeah,
1.2 seconds, yeah.
They're getting up the road a little bit now.
Sooner DRS comes on, the better for the two Alpines. Joe Mack will want to clear Jono as much as he can. He is on the fresher tyres.
Yeah, absolutely. He needs to clear him quickly. Oh, Jono gets a little bit out of shape.
Yeah, a little bit out of shape for
Through
Jono
turn
there.
one, and I don't think he's going to be quite close enough here, Joe. No, he isn't. He's not quite close enough.
Jono going a little bit wide there once again. Joe Mack will want to try and get the best exit possible out of hairpin. Oh, Jesus, Jono has nearly lost the car completely there. He's still on the track, bouncing over all the curbs, losing a lot of positions. He's going to have to try and rejoin safely.
He does. That's absolutely fine.
He does, yeah. Just ahead of his teammate.
Fine. Well, now that releases Adam Whelan. Jesus, Joe Mack to have a run
Very, very close there.
at Roswald.
So, when will Roswald and Mags pit? I'm assuming Mags going to pit before Roswald. Or maybe Roswald might even stay out a little bit longer, just to defend against Joe Mack. Do a check-up Perez.
Oh, Gary is losing the rear there coming out of turn 9.
Shamrock very close to Gary here, very close to the back of him. Don't think he's going to make a move here. No DRS, so yeah.
No DRS, yes. That obviously comes in 2 laps after the first 2 laps, or 2 laps after a safety car restart. Plenty of them over the last few weeks.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Joe Mack, the gap is staying steady at 1.3 seconds. It's going down a little bit there as Joe Mack got a very good exit there.
Roswald has used, so that's why you can see why now.
Yeah, he's definitely burning that battery a lot just to try and keep with Mags, because Mags' pace is very, very strong. I think Mags might want to slow down just a little bit.
I think he would just be better off going at this stage. Just get up the road as far as you can.
Oh, we have a retirement there. That's Kachiga. He is out of this race. Will it be a safety car? Doesn't look like it. It's a virtual safety car. So there's been a lot of crashes early on.
This is why I thought the two Alpines might have split strategy a while ago. Now what do they do?
Yeah. It's only a virtual safety car, so it won't be too mad. So we have Mayoman and Kachiga, both of the rivals, retiring out of this race, which is unfortunate. So virtual safety car, will Roswald do a little bit better than last time and try and keep within a second? Because he's 2.1 behind Max here now. Joe Max keeping with the Delta.
Let's be honest. Yeah, this Delta with the virtual safety car, it's always going to be a little bit bigger than it actually is.
Yeah.
Because the Deltas are actually done over a 200 metre period, so they go slower behind the virtual safety car, meaning the gaps are going to be bigger. That's what happens under a VSC, so that's how, when the VSC ends, the gaps will close up a small bit again. That's the way it always works.
So Colin, tell me, is it illegal for, say, a car to slow up to let his teammate go faster up ahead on a virtual safety car? What's the gap they have to keep within?
As long as the Delta is positive.
So what does it have to be? 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 1 second?
No, it's a virtual safety car, so they can do whatever they want. Here we go.
Right, here we go.
With a virtual safety car, you can do whatever you want, as long as your Delta is positive.
So he can go as slow as he wants?
Yeah, you could have done.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Unless, well, he can't stop completely, because
yeah,
then obviously they can overtake.
No taking the piss completely, yeah. I get you.
But what you can do is you keep, if Roswell Decky Ferguson's going to be fast foodie, is he? He is. Yeah. But what Roswell could have done if he wanted to is back up a second and let Maglos get a further second down the road if he wanted to.
He can do that, okay.
He's allowed to do that.
So Joe definitely got a good restart. We have a yellow flag.
Adam Whelan is gone now.
Adam Whelan has retired. That couldn't be. I don't think it's safety car. It's too early after a virtual one. No, it's not going to be. So Joe Mack got a very good restart off Roswell, and I think he's going to have the DRS on Roswell here. He might get the overtake done on him. He does. Gary also has DRS on Joe Mack. So will he get the overtake done either on this straight or the next? He is gaining on him.
If I was Joe, I'd hang on.
Yeah,
for the next one.
You better to hang on until the next straight. He's having a look. Roswell trying to hold on to this position. 1.6 seconds behind his teammate there. So he won't have the DRS.
Joel's gone in too deep into 9.
We have Irish Gary behind Joe Mack here. Will Irish Gary try and go for a move on him? I don't think he's going to be close enough.
No,
Joe
he's not
Mack
close enough.
Didn't get a good enough exit.
Joe made a mess of it.
He did indeed. Shamrock is inside of Gary's car. It's very close to him.
Interesting.
My god, so a lot on the curb there for Irish Gary. He's going to have Shamrock. Will Shamrock try and go for a move here? I don't think so, no. Not a very good place to go for a move.
Absolutely. Anywhere in this third sector you shouldn't be overtaking.
No, not at all.
Interesting now though, who will Alpine pit first? Who's going to take the first pit stop? Will it be Maglox? Will it be Roswald?
Yeah.
Neither of them. They both stay out another lap.
Well, the virtual safety cars and the safety cars would have helped them a good bit. And Mags's pace is good so far, and I'd say Roswald would stay out a little bit more just to hold up Joe Mack a few seconds maybe.
I don't know. Can he hold him up any longer?
You never know. You see what Sergio Perez did last season. So Roswald can do a repeat of that maybe. But Joe Mack, if he gets a good exit, he'll definitely have the overtake done.
Gary's close again, but just goes a little bit of understeer.
Gary's putting the pressure on Joe.
Joe now is very close this time.
And Roswell does not get a good exit at all there. Joe does get a good one. Is he going to go for it? Joe Mack, I think he's going to... He'll
have him halfway down here.
Yeah, he's going very wide there. Joe Mack gets the move
done.
Will Gary go for the move as well? Roswell's dropped down to P4 here. So Joe Mack up into P2. Gary up into P3.
This is important for Joe. Can he stay in front of Gary?
Well, here we have Irish Gary. Will Irish Gary go for a move on Joe here? I think he is.
He does.
He has a lot of speed on him, and Irish Gary is up into P2. Joe Mack in P3. So this is good for. There's damage. There's damage for Roswell there. I don't know who he hit. I think he hit the back of
Joe. He hit the back of Joe, I think.
Oh god. I think he hit the back of Joe. He must have. Jeez, yeah. Joe's lost a good bit of time there. So Roswell. Wing damage for him.
So now Roswell will have to pit this lap, won't he?
Yeah, he will. And he'll have to get a wing change as well. Yeah, he has his blue light on, so he's into the pits this lap. Will Mags go into the pits here? Oh,
they all have the blue light. That's just to say the pit box. No, Mags pits.
Mags is going into the pits. So we have Irish Gary leading the race and Joe Mack 1.7 seconds behind him.
And Roswell stays out, so he might have got away with it.
I saw a wing though. Whose wing was that?
It looked like it was
Shamrock's wing. Shamrock's wing must have. He's pitting.
Okay.
Unlucky for Shamrock there.
Unlucky Shamrock. So Maglock's now pits and he will come out. Will he be ahead or behind Blue Gunner? He could really do with being in front of Blue Gunner. I think he will be.
They're both going to be very close on the exit here.
I think he's just in front of him. Yes, he is. He's in front of Blue Gunner. That is absolutely critical for his race.
So we have.
This is it to the end. 6:17 laps to go.
Yeah, because we have Smoking Aces going by Roswald here.
Roswald's going backwards very quickly, isn't he? Those soft tyres really have had enough.
They have died on him altogether. So Joe Mack seems to be struggling here. He's 2.1 behind Gary. Gary having a lot of pace here.
Let's remember, Joe is the championship leader. All he is worried about is Maglox. That's all he's concerned about.
As long as Mags finishes behind him, that's all good.
That's it then. And penalties will come into it too, more than likely, because you can. It's easy to cut a few chicanes here, I have to say. I do it myself. So we all do it. And Cav and Susie have swapped. It's a Red Bull Multi 67, I would have thought.
Yeah, very good from Susie Baby there, letting his teammate by. He knows. He's going to try and stick with him though. They might try and get a few cars together. Oh, Sweet Baby's gone over the right-hander there. On a penalty.
Roswell pits.
Roswell's into the pits.
Lap 13, I didn't expect to go this far on the soft side. I thought he would pit earlier. And Jono pits as well then, so is he stopping?
Medium soft, maybe for Jono.
Okay, maybe a soft tire strategy for Jono. Has he got a wing change maybe? No, just coming in the pits.
We have Cav very closely. So what tyres got? He's gone on softs. Glenn Mack getting himself a penalty as well.
Oh dear. So the gap between Maglox and Joe right now is 14.5 seconds between the two, so that's what he has to make up. He's make up a second a lap, and he has to clear Sooty, Cav, Decky Ferg, and Smoking Aces.
It'll be a tough one for him. We have a yellow flag. Who was that gone?
Is it Glenn? No, it's
Shamrock.
again.
Shamrock has lost a car. Does he have damage, I wonder?
That's the third time he's been there.
Oh, we have a move here. We have Smoking Aces going past Joe Mack. So Joe Mack seems to be going backwards as well. Decky Ferg could be getting Joe Mack as well. I wonder if Joe... I don't know. He doesn't have any damage or anything. I think he's just taking it easy.
He's struggling with yards. Well, he'd be better off being towed along by someone here, really, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I think it might be strategic from Joe.
Let's see, though. We'll find out what Joe is planning to do. Maybe he's planning to save up a bit of overtake, because he is very low on his battery.
Right, so Joe Mack.
Smoking runs very wide there.
He has Decky Ferg behind him in the McLaren. Double the amount of overtake he has. Joe Mack only on 15%. He's going to start derating soon. So he'll be hoping for a safety car to come out.
He hasn't got the pace. Look at that. Smoking's really pulling away from him.
Mag's got the fastest lap Joe will see that and he'll be quaking in his boots. So can Joe hang on to the DRS of Smoking Aces here?
Yeah, he has it. He's fine now.
He has it. Smoking Aces trying to burn it down the straight here. Joe Mack.
Joe's derating now. He's going to be derating now in a second. There he is.
There he is. There's that red light.
There's the Christmas light. There's a big slate, I would say.
Decky Ferg sees it. Decky Ferg sees his target. He's going for... Oh my god, he nearly goes into the back of him there. Smoking Aces goes very wide. Goes very deep. And look at this now. Decky Ferg is so close to Joe. Joe won't have any ERS to defend. So Decky Ferg is going to get past him. Or they're going to go side by side into this chicane. This is going to be... Yeah, this is going to be a tight one here. Joe Mack. Down into P4 for Joe Mack. Not good for him at all.
But what's beginning to happen now, though, is when Maglock catches this train, his first target could be Joe.
Yeah.
And that's all. And remember, it's only a 3-point deficit, so he'll need
to make a few positions.
He'll need to overtake. As it stands right now, Joe finishes in P4. Then Maglocks will need a podium to be champion.
Yeah, you need to finish at least 3 points ahead of him, isn't it?
Yes, well, 3 points ahead, because remember on count back, Maglocks has won more races, so he is on a mission, I tell you that much.
Yeah, Mags is gaining a lot of time. He's in the clear air. He doesn't have any cars ahead of him. He's getting fast laps each lap.
He'll catch him. It's just whether or not he'll, what will he have left when he gets there? I would assume he's going to have quite a bit left. Cav's got a full battery. That is not good news for Joe.
No, not at all. Cav is playing the long game here. We have Decky Ferg going very wide there, and that will allow Joe Mack to have a little run on him here. Yeah, Joe Mack on the back of him. They both have the DRS. Joe doesn't have much ERS though to play around with. Cav does though. And Cav sees he's derating. Cav is burning it down this straight. He's going to wait. Decky Ferg still ahead of Joe. He's going very deep into that second part of the chicane. Is Decky Ferg.
He did go wide there, but you can see Decky and Joe both derating. Cav's in a good spot. Yeah. And Smoking Aces. Look at that. The top three ahead are all derating. This is a good situation for Cav.
Oh, Cav nearly going into the back of Joe there. He turned in very late. But he's still at this train though.
This is also a good situation for Maglocks too though.
It is for sure. All these cars are going to be holding each other up a little bit. And all derating as well. So Mags, how much ERS does Mags have? Mags has 40% left. So you want to save that just a little bit.
He'll catch the lads. Remember, Sooty has 3 seconds at the moment.
Fair.
Which could definitely come into play. So here we have. It's kind of looking like the Mags needs the podium, really, isn't it? At the moment.
Yeah, that's how it looks at the moment.
Because realistically, I don't think Joe will drop 3 seconds behind Sooty. So if he is 5th, Decky Ferg,
a little bit of swirling there, and there's contact between the Red Bull and the McLaren there. I wonder if anybody's retired there. No, I think there's just a lot of contact as Cav tried to go for a move on Joe there. 5-second penalty for Decky Ferg. I don't know what happened there. I think.
Did Joe get damage?
I don't know. So I think what happened
No,
there,
he doesn't. I don't think he's got damage.
Becky Ferg got a little bit squirrely, and I think he hit the back of one of the cars and then got sideswiped by the Red Bull.
Cav's going to go through here. If I were Joe, I'd just let him.
Oh, there's contact! And there's damage! There's damage for the Aston Martin, and that is his chances over as it stands for Joe Mack. That is so unlucky. He has mistimed his braking zones.
Oh no!
That is devastating for Joe, and there's a yellow flag in sector 2. I wonder who that is. It's Cav breezes back past Joe, and Joe is struggling.
I think that was just Joe's mistake. Cav went round the outside.
I think Joe just mistimed his braking.
I think he just went on the curb.
And Mags sees Joe slowing down. Mags will be celebrating. Unless the safety car comes out right now, that is Joe's race over.
It is. It'll be the championship over. Both championships will be over here.
Very unfortunate. I would have liked to see a battle to the end, but it is what it is. Mags is by Joe Mack, and as it stands, Mags will be champion unless anything can happen. You know, Mags could have a little bit of an incident.
Joe comes
he is up in the P4. Oh. Joe Mack in for a wing replacement and probably onto the softs as well. We have a yellow flag.
That's Sutty. He's coming in the pitch, but he crossed the one. Hang on 2 seconds then. I'll just clip something here now.
So
Dickie Ferg pits as well. That was a massive collision there.
Yeah, it was a very big crash.
So goes back on the mediums.
So we have Jono in 7th place on the softs. I wonder if they'll last to the end. Those softs are going to be going 14 laps.
Yeah, the problem Joe has, he doesn't have a new set, so they probably didn't have many other options but to go to the mediums there.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate for Joe. So Roswell in P6 has Blue Gunner in his. Oh no, not Roswell. Sorry, Mags. I should be talking about in P4. So a podium is still on the cards for him, and if a safety car comes out, all the better. And we haven't talked about the man who is leading very much, and that is Irish Gary, 4 seconds in the lead. So he is cruising at the moment. We'll give him a bit of broadcasting time here. Irish Gary has great pace around this track. He seems to be very comfortable, taking all the perfect lines. He's gapping Smoking Aces each lap. So it seems he's walked away with it, Gary, this race. And Smoking Aces goes into the pits.
So he didn't think he could make it to the end on the.
Very interesting there. So that will allow Mags to be in a podium position, possibly for a P2.
That might. Smoke has put it for mediums again, which doesn't make much sense. I thought he would have put it for the soft tyre there.
Yeah, it could have been an accident there on Smoking Ace's part. So everybody seems to be pretty gapped out except for Roswald and Blue Gunner.
Blue Gunner now. We'll go with this, and Joe has cleared Glenn because Glenn's pitted.
Yeah.
So that's why that has happened.
It isn't over yet. If safety car comes out, Joe Mack can still be in with some sort of a chance.
Absolutely.
Because he is in the lead. So
he's got the championship lead as it stands.
And here we have, as we speak, Roswald going for it on Blue Gunner. Burned the ERS boat. No, Blue Gunner isn't. He's going to wait for the second DRS zone. Roswald goes through here. He needs to get the best exit possible to try and stay ahead of Blue Gunner. He does get a great exit on Blue Gunner, but Blue Gunner
the whole lot,
has a lot of DRS to burn. Yeah, the DRS as well. Very smart by Blue Gunner. He is true.
Straight back pass.
Oh, very wide there, very deep into the second part of the chicane. Ooh. He stays ahead of him though.
Roswell couldn't punish him for that mistake.
No, too tight on that part of the track. No real room to go for an overtake there. Blue Gunner keeps that P4, but Roswell is still on the back of him. He needs to wait until that second DRS zone to try and go for a move, because Blue Gunner will just come back at him. So as it stands, we have
Blue Gunner is really slowing Roswell down here.
Yeah.
See it.
Smoking Aces on the back of this now. He's 2 seconds behind them. Could be catching up. You have to remember, Blue Gunner does have a penalty. He has a 3-second penalty.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone a little bit wide there.
Oh, Roswell's gone very wide there. Hopefully, for him, he'll stay in the DRS. He does stay in the DRS.
Is catching Cav and Gary very quickly. There's only 6 seconds off the lead. So I think he'll catch him.
Could Mags possibly get a win here?
He could probably win this. At the moment, he's probably on to win this race, I would have thought right now.
He'll definitely go on to the last lap, I'd say. So 1.7 seconds. Can Mags get the DRS within this lap? He is catching Cav a good bit. He has his tyres are half the age of Cav's and Gary's, so he'll definitely have the tyre advantage. He seems to have the pace advantage here. He's caught 6/10 there in a couple corners.
Also, just too far back on Blue Gunner to make a move into turn 11, and that's for DRS. He has to stick behind him another lap. Conor Gannon's over a lap down. He pits.
So Mags in the DRS range now. He is in that 1 second margin. Cav, it probably isn't going to fight it too much. He knows Mags is, has the much fresher tyres. He's not silly. He'll keep that podium anyway.
Yeah, he should have an easy podium here, really, though, shouldn't he?
Yeah, 17 seconds behind Cav. His 4th place, so he'll be
Mags
grand.
just goes a little bit wide there. She's 6, but shouldn't be.
He has a tyre advantage, so he'll get better grip out of the exit, as he does, kind of. Joe Mack moves up a position.
Pits for a new set of softs, and it's the scheduled pits. No, mediums even. Why has he done that?
It's a mystery. Let Mack get himself a penalty. So, Mags very close behind Cav here. Can he get the move done on this next straight? He has waited. And he doesn't get the best exit. Cav gets a very good exit on Roswell there. Cav isn't burdening it either. He's being very smart with his ERS. And oh, here we have Roswell. Roswell has gotten past Blue Gunner. And is it going to be a swap there for Mercedes? It is. Smoking Ace is going to have a go at Roswell. He has the much fresher tyres. So he will have the DRS. Can he get the move done here? Roswell is going to be burning his ERS now. Smoking Ace is very, very quick, much quicker than Roswell on this straight. Going around the outside, they're both going to go side by side through this chicane. Very good racing there by Smoking Ace. Gets the move done, very clean. Well done for Smoking Aces, up at the P4.
Excellent stuff there from the Mercedes driver there.
Especially,
as you can see, that Cav's actually catching Gary. Gary pits.
Gary is into the pits. What?
Do you know what? I think he might actually have a free pit stop on Smoking Aces here, you know. I think he might have a free stop, and he's decided to take the free stop. Let's see. What was he? He was 20 seconds ahead of Smoking Aces. I think he might have a free pit stop here. He's
going to be very close. He needs to really get on the throttle here. As we have Smoking Aces. Oh, it's going to be so close. I don't think Gary's.
Look at the shot of overhead, and Gary's through. He had a free stop. That's a great move from Gary. That's why he made the pit stop. He thought he was going to be third anyway. And here comes Maglox
on Cav here on this first DRS stretch. He is through. Mags into the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. But we do have Cav right behind him. Don't forget, there is another DRS zone right after. Mags gets much better traction.
He hasn't got the grip onto the new
tyres. Might he have a go? Might he burn the ERS just to try and see if he can get close? No, he's going to stay behind him. He's happy with that P2 after Gary unexpectedly pits. I don't know, that was a bit of a
I think the thing for Gary was he realised he wasn't going to get to the end, so what he's done is he's made this pit stop, and now Cav's going to be under pressure now. If he can't stay with Maglock, he's going to be under pressure on his old tyres. I mean, Cav may as well stay out now, because if he pits, he's behind Blue Gunner. He's in traffic anyway. So he may as well stay out.
Do you think Gary can catch Cav for P2? I think it's definitely doable.
I think he can do. I think he can catch him. Pass him, that's another thing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So what's the gap? 15 seconds and 8 laps. That's fairly doable, I would have thought.
15 seconds, 8 laps.
That's what the battery Gary has. Gary's got plenty of battery.
Yeah, he does.
The softs will do 8 laps, no problem.
So does Cav, though. Cav has a lot of battery.
Mags is gone. He's into the distance.
He has checked out. All he has to do is just chillax.
Nothing silly. Home. 7 laps to go.
And Joe, once again, Seems he's just cut short for a championship.
So we've nothing on track at the moment, have we really? We've nothing on track.
No,
we've no DRS acts at the moment, everybody.
None whatsoever. I think the most interesting one now is between Gary and Cav. Can Gary catch Cav within the next six laps? 6 or 7 laps?
7, 6, 7, including this one.
Yeah. So in the next 7 laps.
It's going to be a bit of a tall order, because the only trouble is Gary's tyres are going to go off as well this season. That's going to be the only issue, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will. Cav, yeah, will definitely try and just save the battery for, use it a little bit, save the battery for a defense if it comes to it. But it seems Cav is pretty steady at the moment. There's 1.8 seconds between him and Mags. Don't think there's any chance of him coming back at the moment, but let's see anyway. Roswald in a steady P5. Roswald has had a very good race today. Obviously getting pole, not ideal to be down in P5. I think he got damaged, didn't he? Or did he? I don't think he did. I think he just dropped back a little bit, but it's a solid race from him anyway. So, let's have a little look at the gap now. 12.5 between Irish Gary and Cav. Still a lot of life in these soft tyres for Gary. Not a lot left for Cav though, unfortunately for him. But 12 seconds in 6 laps. Only time can tell what will happen here.
Blue Gunner now makes a pit stop. It's just 6 laps to go, which makes no sense whatsoever. But anyway, thought he would have committed, but he didn't.
Yeah, gives Joe an extra position. Blue Gunner, is he going to back out of points? No, he's going to stay in the points just about.
Just, I think, in the points. After having a drive through.
Ah, here we go. Sooty Baby on Shamrock. Here is a bit of action here. I think Shamrock, will he get the DRS there on Connor's AI? No, he won't. But Sooty Baby will get the DRS on Shamrock. So can there be a move here on this first or second DRS straight? Sooty Baby, good exit there from Sooty. Can he? No, he's not going to be burning it here. Shamrock isn't going to be burning it either. We know Shamrock's. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's going for a dive through the inside there. Shamrock is going to try and go for a little switchback on him here. We know Shamrock's racecraft is very, very good. As we've seen in Australia, we've seen a few good overtakes from him. He has burned his ERS and he has the overtake. Or he has the DRS on as well. Here we go. Through the chicane, and the Red Bull seems to be in front. Yeah.
He didn't make it. That was good. That was good driving there from the two guys.
So Sooty keeps the position up in the P7 for Sooty, but he does have that 3-second penalty though, or 6-second penalty.
6 seconds now.
9.5 is the gap.
Oh, he won't do it. I don't think he's got a lot of work to do, Gary, from here.
And his tyres as well. They won't be as alive as they were.
Like the only thing is maybe if it's a big maybe, you say Cav's tyres go completely off, but I'd be surprised. The mediums are fairly durable, so
yeah. You can go all day on the mediums.
Glenn Mack and Blue Gunner.
So Shamrock and Sooty seems to be the battle here, but he's dropped out with a DRS zone here. Shamrock has. He's more than a second behind him. He's dropping back a lot. I don't know what's happened to Shamrock.
It's the age of tyres, that's it. So you can put that down to it.
Oh yeah, Sooty has the fresher tyres, you're right. Sooty, yeah. I don't think he'll gap him to 6 seconds, but he's kept the 7th position on track. So a lot of gaps,
It's Glenn Mack really now is the one. He's in the DRS zone of Blue Gunner.
Yeah, just about in that DRS zone. He'll get the second DRS zone. Jeez, he's gotten very close soon through that braking zone.
Will he get it? I don't know, will he?
Gets a DRS just about.
Just about, but Blue Gunner will have to soft tyre through the last sector, so surely you think.
Yeah, I don't think Glenn Mack will be able to do anything of this here, because Blue Gunner with those fresh softs, don't think there'll be anything done from Glenn Mack. 7.7 again is the gap. Irish Gary to Cav. Don't think it's going to be happening.
No, he ain't happening. It's just not going to get him. Oh, Gary had to get out of the throttle. Now we had an incident here with Gary before actually. We had a race in a different league before, and in turn 3, or turn 2 even, Gary actually got spun by a Rolex sign.
I saw that actually. I saw that clip.
Yeah, so we better make sure that doesn't happen again. Like, you know, you better. It's just a little Rolex sign on the outside, on the inside of turn 2. He actually got spun by that, so that's something you got to be careful of. But I don't think when Joe took the 50-metre board out, and I know one lad who'd absolutely hate when the brake boards get taken out. There's one lad in tier 1 who I know very well who would hate when the brake boards get taken out. He runs with no line.
Who would that be?
Our old Dan O.M.
Dan O.M. runs a low line.
He runs no assist at all.
Jesus.
And won the championship last season.
He did.
So, I know, mate of mine.
Right, so we have Blue Gunner in the DRS zone of Decky Ferg. He most likely will get the move done here. He has a much fresher tyres on Decky Ferg. He's burned the DRS, or he's burned the ERS and has the DRS on. Hopefully not burned his DRS. Oh, he goes off the track, he gets a penalty. Oh. And he's up in the P9 on track.
Deep.
Oh my god, he's gone
deep.
very deep there.
He's got to give that back.
He has given it back, yeah. But he gets a penalty though, that's going to kill him. 6 seconds.
That's going to hurt him, isn't it?
He'll drop out with the points completely.
Carry 5.7 with 3 to go. I don't think it's happening.
So, Jono could get a point here for Ferrari. Oh, Decky Ferg going very out of shape there in the exit. Decky Ferg.
Ooh,
God, very dodgy, yeah. Trying to keep the car on the road.
This is helping Sooty get up the road a little bit, yeah.
Oof, very early, Blue Gunner.
Yeah, Blue Gunner nearly losing it.
So Blue Gunner loves to accelerate very early out of the corners. I like seeing. He brakes early and accelerates early. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, the good news there is we just saw going past turn 2 that the Rolex sign's already been taken out, so Gary can't get spun by that this time.
Yeah. Right, attempt number 2 for Blue Gunner on Decky Ferg. He nearly got him done there in the chicane, or in the hairpin, I should say. Here he goes on this first DRS straight. Decky Ferg getting overtaken by Blue Gunner. Blue Gunner gets a move done, but he does have 6 seconds of penalties, so that won't help him at all. But
Decky's gone in very wide. He actually broke on the curb. That's what I did last year on top with Tommy.
He gets the DRS though, help him a little bit. Glenn Mack getting a penalty.
That's another one.
9 seconds.
9 seconds, isn't it? It is.
Not having a good night.
No, he certainly isn't.
So Blue Gunner very close to Shamrock now. So Blue Gunner making a few moves. So he has 1 lap to make this move work. This is the last sector, so he's not going to go for any moves here.
2 laps to go, I think, is it not?
Well, it's the last bit of this one and then the next one.
Alright.
So we'll have 1 little lap to make this work. 7 seconds between Cav and Mags. That gap he's drawn.
4 seconds to 2 to go. No, it is 2 to go.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Matt is when the leader crosses the line, I think. So.
Yeah. So there's 2 more laps to go. So lots of time for Blue Gunner to get this move done, Shamrock. So Gary has closed that gap a good bit, but just not enough. The tyres just don't have that life anymore. Oh, there's a yellow flag in sector 1, and Sooty Baby is retired from the race.
I don't think that'll affect anything now.
No, it's too late for a safety car. But everybody will move up a spot in the bottom, whatever, bottom few. That's unfortunate.
Controversial race director. Shamrock burning everything he has, so the Blue Gunner.
There we go, Blue Gunner.
By him here.
Yeah, I think Shamrock isn't gonna. Well, he shouldn't have fought it too much there. He could have waited for the second DRS zone.
I know.
Get on the curbs there, on the entry curbs a little bit too much. Bouncing the car about, Shamrock. And I don't think he has the traction for it.
Off he goes.
Blue Gunner is true. He's derating. The both of them are derating. Exact same amount of ERS for both of them. ERS, DRS, yes.
Gary's going to gain 3/10 on this lap, so I think his charge is stalled. We're on to the final lap now.
On to the final lap. It seems Mags has run away with it. And oh, we have a yellow flag in sector 3. Who is that?
Susie. Oh,
it's Glenn Mack.
Glenn Mack is gone.
Glenn Mack has spun round. Jono up into the points now.
There's a penalty for corner cutting. I think that could be him retiring. But we'll see.
Yeah,
No, he's spun
flag.
again. Spun again. He's doing a few donuts, is he? Go on, Glenn.
Oh.
Finish the race, mate. Finish the race, mate.
Yeah. Don't think they are intentional. Right. Let's.
Anyway, Maglock's coming through the second set, just finishing the second sector then out.
Mag's having a good race today. Great pace overall.
Glenn Pitts, is this a retirement? No, yes it is. There's a retirement. It's only 11 finishers, 10 on the lead lap.
Mags coming into the last sector. He has 5 podiums this season, 6 including this one. He also has 3 wins, well 4 including this one, and he is going to cross the line. He is going to be winning the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and he is going to become Tier 3 League of Ireland World Champion. Congrats to Mags, great drive all season, great drive today as well, well deserved from him. And Alpine also will take the Constructors title in Tier 3. Smoking Ace is coming home for P4. Roswald for P5. A few more points for Alpine for the All Constructors. Joe Mack, commiserations to him. Definitely would have liked to see a battle between Joe Mack and Mags, but just so unfortunate for Joe. He comes home P6. Blue Gunner, he's going to cross the line in P7, but what will he end up? Shamrock, I think, will jump him. Shamrock moves up into P7.
Becky Fergus spun on the last corner.
Oh god. Will he keep that P9? Yeah, he's in P9.
He will, and John gets the final point. So Glenn Mack gets the driver today. Not Kachiga, I jinxed him. Sorry, Ben.
And that's the race. That's that.
There is our world champion, Maglock's in Tier 3. Well deserved in my view. I have to say, I've watched it all year. I think.
Yeah. He had the pace all season.
He had the pace all year, and he actually DNF'd his first 2 races. So to come back from that and still take the title shows that he was very, very quick all season. And well done to you, mate.
Yeah. That's great work from Mags there. He is our race winner today and our championship holder. He is in P1. We have Cav in P2. A great race from Cav, starting off in P5, making a 2-stop work. Comes home P2. We have Irish Gary in P3. Smoking Aces in P4. Roswald in P5, helping Mags secure the Constructors' Championship for Tier 3 for Alpine. We have Joe Mack, unfortunately, in P6 after he unfortunately got damage. We have Shamrock in P7, P8 for Blue Gunner, P9 for Decky Ferg, Jono in P10, Glenn Mack in P11, and then we have Connor and Sooty, who are our last 2 finishers.
Get the race quickly, Josh. Try to jump over it. Get the race right quickly.
Yeah, we're going to get it. And yeah, have it there.
Good man.
Right. Yeah, and a lot of retirements today as well.
Yeah, quite a few going. All right, we'll invite the boys in here now. We'll get both Alpines in here.
Right.
Where is he? There he is. Irish Gary appearing offline. Never learns, does he? My good grief.
Right, there's Roswell, Gary. How are we, lads? That's the crack.
Alright, boys. Very good. That's very good. I feel fucking brilliant. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go.
Oh Jesus.
Right, lads. Bear with us, right. Who? Right. Who do we have? Who's P3? It was Gary. Right. So
P3.
Gary, interesting strategy there towards the end. Obviously, you got the P3, you secured the podium, but what was going through your head there? Were you thinking you weren't gonna make it to the end on those mediums, or?
Yeah, they were going to be like touching 80%. I think they did. I think it was like 4% we were working out that they were wearing a lap, so they were going to be 80. The front right was going to be about 80, 81 by the end. So I knew I kind of had that window, and I'd be coming out fresh off. So as soon as I could see it, I was like, right here, I'll just take this. I'll come out in third and try and catch the guys.
Yeah.
But I wasn't quick enough. That's just it. And yeah, I'll take a P3. I'll take it.
Sure, yeah, you secured the podium anyway with that. So yeah, I won't ask you about next race because this is the end of the season. How do you think that season went? Would you like to gone a little bit better, or are you happy with it all around?
Yeah, the two. Well, I came in late, like into the tier, like I missed the first 3 races, but the 2 DNFs in I think it was Canada and Netherlands kind of killed me chances of anything, But I'll take it. I think I finished third in the championship, which is alright, I suppose. Take it.
I think you are going to finish third, yeah.
And you do realise the top 3 do go up to tier 2, so we're going to be back to tier 2 next
I
season.
don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who you are, right? Good luck.
Right. Well done today, Gary. And we'll be seeing you in tier 2 next season. Right. So, Colin, do you want to take a P2, man? Cav.
My tier 2 commentator from last season. Cav, how are we?
Colin, how are you? I'm sure there was plenty of fuel gags during the commentary.
There actually wasn't. That's a good.
No, there was one in qualifying.
I don't believe it. Well, there you go.
Well, my first question anyway is my first thing I have to say is congratulations for not running out of fuel.
Thank you.
Anyway, so P2 for you. How did it kind of go for you, really? We kind of were keeping an eye on the championship battle, really. We weren't keeping an eye on what you were doing.
No, and I was kind of less interested in what I was doing as well. But sure, look, I was going around in circles, and I think early on I tagged the back of Gary and got yellow damage. Tried to stay out for a lap and realised it was just going to cost me way too much time. So I'd obviously dropped to the back, took on a new set of boots, and yeah, we just waited to see how safety cars would play out. Obviously, usually there's at least 1 or 2, so went on the mediums, I think, about lap 6, 7, and then just decided to try stretch him to the end. Kind of Gary made the decision for me because when he boxed, I said I may as well try the contra. So I could see the time coming down, and probably 1 or 2 more laps and he would have had me. But yeah, look, good result. Good finish of the season, obviously.
Good result, obviously. It's your first season tier 3 as well, so how did it kind of go for you, really?
Yeah, I think first 5-6 races was a steep learning curve. It's a tier where you can't really get away with too many mistakes if you want to be getting podiums. So definitely the last 6 races of the season, and I think in the last 4 races I've got 3 podiums. So happy with the progress I've made. Obviously there's a few aliens in this tier who need to be sent up a level, and I'll be glad to see the back of them. But I'm just hoping, I just hope that I'll be left where I am. I've gone from 5 to 4 to 3, hopefully not 2. There's a run out of tiers to put me up through as the races are going.
That's a great idea, actually, Gary, for taking note of that, don't we? Anyway, well done to anyway, Cal. Fair play to you, and enjoy the podium anyway for Red Bull Racing.
Yeah, well done yourself, Cal.
This is the moment you've been waiting for.
This is the moment I have been waiting for. Mr. Mags, world champion of tier 3. How are we feeling? Go on, let it all out now. Go on.
Let's go! Fucking pumped! I swear, hey, I'm actually so pumped. I'm sitting here drinking on a glass of white Sauvignon Blanc. Oh yes, hey, Jesus, let's go.
Oh, jeez.
I love it, man. I'm actually, I can't even talk, man. I've been, Jesus, my brother. My brother and my cousin and all, and my man, dad, all
So we're happy out with the result today, I'm guessing.
Oh, 100%, man. Hey, I mean, I couldn't stop shaking all day. You know, Liverpool Man City and all were playing, and see before the race, I couldn't stop shaking. Couldn't get quality under. I couldn't. You know what? I'll just let you talk. I'll let you talk.
But yeah, no. Tears are coming out of my eyes. Seeing the tier 3 Alpine man getting his championship. He's been so worried as well, but you know what? Knew you had the pace. Knew you had it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, but
aye, man, I'm so happy for that Alpine.
Yeah, I know. Finally, we've gotten something. But yeah, well done, Max, on your championship. And we'll definitely be seeing you in Tier 2 next season. That's that's for sure. But yeah, congrats to yourself. There's no point asking you are you happy with how the season went? So, judging on your reaction, I think you're quite happy. Obviously, it was unfortunate. Joe got himself a little bit of damage, and there wasn't a battle between the two of you, but well done to yourself anyway. Congrats.
Aye man, well done to Roz as well. Well done to Roz. He put in an unbelievable lap. I just couldn't get my final lap together. It's been happening the last couple of races. I think it's just nerves kicking in. But we were communicating so well, and he did so well, and I got the better start, and he let me go, and
yeah,
we all went from there. I had Franjo in my ear. He was keeping us sweet. But no, I've absolutely loved my first proper season. Like, this is my first full season, and I've loved it. It's fantastic. Like,
that's well done to yourself anyway, and Roswell as well, of course, having secured
well done to everybody as
the
well.
constructors.
Well done to everyone.
Constructors title for Tier 3 for Alpine. But yeah, anyway, I think we'll leave it at that. There's going to be some victory celebrations for Mags for sure tonight. A lot of wine, a lot of whatever he's drinking.
White wine, man.
White wine. Anyway, Colin, anything else you want to say?
No, just well done to me. Obviously, commiserations to Joe. Obviously, I would have loved, as an Aston myself, I'd love to see him do it, but well done to you, Max. I have to say it's fantastic all season. I think you're well worthy of winning the championship. So
thank you very much, man.
Fair play to you, and
I really appreciate
we're looking forward to seeing you in Tier 2 next season, because I tell you what, there hasn't been much difference between Tier 3 and Tier 2 this season in terms of pace. By the machine of Section 116. So
well, at least if he's not going up, so
he is going up. Don't worry about that.
That's good. That's good.
So don't worry about that. He's going up. So anyway.
Yeah,
thank you, man. I've loved it. I've loved every moment of it. The bad ups and the downside. It's been mad.
And we've loved watching on with you. But well done to everyone as well.
Thank you.
In Tier 3, thanks everyone for watching as well throughout this season. It's been greatly appreciated. And yeah, that's been it. I don't know how long of a break we're going to be taking. 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. I don't know. But you'll be updated in the near future anyway. But thank you very much for watching. Do tune in again tomorrow. We will have Tier 4 the same time, same track. And yeah, so that's it for us tonight. Thank you all for watching, and we will talk to you soon. Goodbye.